fire, what did they give Poole Street for dinner?
Carrots and celery.
Yeah.
I hear everything. You know what? I'm too sassy to remember.
At first, I didn't go for teaching. I went for nursing, and then I had always thought, like everybody else, they say, do something that you would never feel like you were working if you loved. And when I started going for nursing, it was like really stressful, like super stressful, and I couldn't imagine living my whole life being super stressed out. I wanted to have fun and have fun with kids and help people. And I remembered cadet teaching in high school and how fun it was. And then the next semester I changed to become a teacher. I like helping people, and I like changing it up, and like with teaching, it's always changing.
Yeah.
Like you never do, like the standards change, the kids change, the staff unfortunately will change too, but I like to keep it interesting, and I like to do like fun and creative things, and this is just a really good outlet to do that. I think the kids do. I think once you have kids of your own, it's easy to think like, I would want to stay home and I want to be with my kids all the time. And like over winter break, I had one of those moments where I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun to stay home and be mom. And then the minute I walked in the door, I came back, and I take my daughter to childcare, and I walked down to childcare, and one of the students from my classroom had made me like this bracelet. It was like a friendship bracelet, and she was like, I missed you so much. So I think those like connections that you make with the kids and having like real relationships makes me want to keep doing it. I have like the funniest memory, I think, would be when I had my mom come in and volunteer too, because my mom's a hairdresser, so she's not like anything in the education field, but she's super creative. And we made ugly sweaters for Christmas this year. And last year I wanted to do it, and I collected all these ugly sweaters, and then I was pregnant last year, so I went into labor early, and then I couldn't do it. So I had been dreaming of this moment, you know, of making all these ugly sweaters and doing a parade and being funny. And my mom came in to help, and I think my favorite memory was like the kids just working with my mom, and like they did such a great job. And then my mom looking at me at the end of the day and being like, this is really what you were supposed to do. And it was just like this really cool moment, like bringing it full circle. It was cool. Riley has a great staff. Everybody here is welcoming, they're fun. I've made some of my best friends working with people, like bouncing ideas off. I like to do flexing with other grade levels. And I think all around, like the morale here and like the motivation that people give you, like on those days when you're like, man, that was a tough day, they're there for you always to be like, do you want to go get dinner afterwards? Do you want to talk? I'm always here for you. And it's just like a really good camaraderie that we have here. Riley has a big strength with like, well, first of all, awesome educators. Everybody gives it their all, like you can tell. Like you walk into any classroom and the kids are just engaged and having a great time. And then also just the relationships that you build here are amazing. I would say like in the teaching field, you don't just have one. My idols would be like my staff that I work with, because I've gone in and observed different people, and I pull from everybody's teaching philosophies and every like experience and activity that they do. So I don't just have one. I would say like everybody that I've worked with either here, and then also the first year that I taught, I worked at Critchfield, and they have an awesome group of teachers there too. In 30 years, I actually would love, I had a great experience at PNC. I got my teaching license there, and I could see myself going back to college in order to become a professor at PNC. So that's like my end goal, is to get back out there and then be a professor for up and coming educators, and like use my experience that I built through my career to help shape them and get them ready to go and become educators too. Always salad with a ton of dressing.
The ton of dressing.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You were great.